And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my boyfriend. And he's been my boyfriend my whole life.
So Jada and I are very serious about finding what they are and encouraging them to be what they are, because you can never be happy being what you're not.
It's been a long and crazy ride through 2024 this year, and we're only 4 months in. So much info has come out against Diddy that nobody's really talking about anything else. But one thing I didn't have on my 2024 bingo card was Will and Jada Smith's son, Jaden Smith, coming out and exposing his mom Jada for grooming him. Now, how does Jaden Smith have anything to do with Diddy? Well, he says that Jada pretty much served him up to Diddy on a gold platter. There's loads to unpack here, so let's get into it. Okay, so we knew that celebrities were gonna start coming out against Diddy and talking about experiences with him or wrongdoings they've witnessed. But what I didn't predict was Jaden Smith coming out against his mom for grooming him and handing him over to Diddy. So here's what happened. Jaden said that Jada sent him to Diddy's flavor camp, which was what Diddy had been calling a sort of mentorship thing for young boys. Other attendees to this flavor camp include Justin Bieber and Usher. Anyway, Jaden said he'd known of Diddy as his dad, Will's friend, and because Jaden wanted to break out into a musical career, Jada told him that he was being sent to live with Diddy, and he said he didn't have a problem with it at the time, because Diddy was a close friend to the family and was pretty much family himself. Jaden also said it was all cool staying with Diddy until basically, well, stuff started getting uncool when Diddy had his way with him. He said he was witness to freak-offs where Usher and Justin Bieber were there. He said it was uncomfortable at first, but he got used to it after a while, and I could definitely see where all that craziness would be uncomfortable, especially considering we're talking about a child here. He also made claims that he was sent to Diddy as a ritual offering, and that not only was Diddy in a cult, a lot of high-profile celebrities were as well, and that it came time for Jada to make a sacrifice, so she sacrificed her son, Jaden. Sources close to Jaden say his time at Flavor Camp changed him to his core. Allegedly, Jaden's gay, but he's keeping that fact on the down low, and that his relationship with social media influencer Sab Zeta is nothing but a sham. But we've got to talk about how we got here. Like, how does one think it's okay to give their son up to a predator? And it's not like Jada didn't know. Will and Jada were friends with Diddy. Anywho, let's go all the way back to Will's first wife, Cherie Zampino. She was friends with Alexis Arquette, who said this: "When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked in on him servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." You may not have heard of Benny Medina, but you know his story. The show that shot Will Smith to superstardom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, was loosely based on Medina. He eventually became a big-name talent manager, working with the Songbird Supreme Mariah Carey as well as Jennifer Lopez. That's not the only man that Will has allegedly slept with though. On the Tasha K show, Will's former assistant brother Bilal spoke about an encounter he witnessed.
And I saw some acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, "Hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this." So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at?
He said he finally found Will in Dwayne's dressing room.
Pulling Dwayne down too, so I had the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. And I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having with Will. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murder. It was murder in there.
Now, Jada was pretty adamant at the time that they were gonna sue about it.
We gotta go. We're blocking traffic.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're blocking.
I'm sorry.
What do you say about the allegations? There's like, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say?
We suing.
But isn't it pretty telling that they never did? I mean, I think that says it all. Honestly though, Jaden talking about his mom sending him off to Puffy flavor camp isn't the most shocking thing that's come out about the Smiths this week. Jaguar Wright says she knows Bilal and that he didn't tell the whole story. And when she started spilling, I was shook. So the person behind the camera says Jada wrote a book and said she tried to end herself several times, and Jaguar doesn't miss a beat and said she didn't know why she kept trying.
That's what the reason was.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything.
Shit. Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a kid who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son, and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
Then she goes on to spell out exactly what brother Bilal told her.
Bilal told me,
Go ahead.
Jada, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
Yeah, I'm like, in that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden. He raped Bashir and he raped Neek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.
That really puts this clip into a whole new context. That's actually not the first time that Jaguar has spoken out about Will Smith.
With Puff, and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there.
Since Jaden has spoken about his time at Diddy's flavor camp, it's caused people to take a closer look at how other mentees of Diddy's have been treated. One prominent mentee is Justin Bieber, who is close friends with Jaden. People have recently speculated that Justin and Jaden are a thing because of this video from Coachella. I'm not gonna say they are or they aren't, but I will say that if you can't do dumb stuff with your friends, then why even have them? I've seen straight guys in the middle of the Appalachia do even raunchier stuff with each other, so I'm not even batting an eye. In case you didn't know, Justin graduated flavor camp too.
Hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
He actually encountered a lot of weird and creepy stuff in the industry as a kid.
Wow! I feel violated right now. Wow.
With my father.
You want to hear? Oh, really? See, my parents never gave me the
Okay.
So why don't you give me this?
I feel uncomfortable right now.
Oh.
Why do you want to know this from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird.
He's talked a lot about how Diddy messed him up, just hasn't really came right out and named Diddy for it.
21-year-old Justin is giving 15-year-old Justin advice.
I was so innocent because I was innocent and I was young and I trusted everybody. And being young and innocent in this industry, it's not necessarily the best thing because people would take advantage of vulnerability. And so I think I was just in a place of just trusting everyone and, you know, thinking everyone was on my side and eventually getting burned. And
it was so bad for him that when Billie Eilish first hit the scene as a teenager, he made it a point to become her protector.
I just wanted to protect her, you know? It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second. People take for granted encounters and I don't want her to lose it. I don't want her to, you know, go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
If that body language doesn't say, Diddy did me, then I don't know what does, honestly. Because of the fact that everyone has started to look at the old videos of a 15-year-old Justin with Diddy, he's begun to think he may have to say something about his time with Diddy, but sources close to him say that he doesn't want to. Justin doesn't really want to talk publicly about his relationship with Diddy, but he may have to. I'm not sure if Diddy did anything that Justin now thinks crossed the line, but if he does, he's not saying. If Justin has to address his past interactions with Diddy, he will. I honestly hope that isn't the case, because the last thing we need is another Bieber meltdown where he goes off the rails again and everyone starts saying we should deport him. Since he and Jaden are friends, I imagine the conversations they're having about all the Diddy stuff is interesting. Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that. Here's a quote from Jaden about Diddy and the flavor camp situation. That makes it sound like Jada and Will made him go because Will is a rapper and he expected Jaden to be too, and that they didn't really care what it took for him to succeed at it. With so many leaks coming out about the young men that Diddy's mentored, it really calls into question how ethical the whole mentoring thing is. Allegedly, Diddy was so rough with Usher that he got sent to the hospital. Justin Bieber said that the reason he went off the rails on drugs and alcohol was because of the shame he felt for all the stuff he was subjected to as a child, and that he used it as an escape. There's the whole Meek Mill audio, and now Jaden. Here's what the internet is saying about Jaden's revelations. These kids that have been abused need to say their age when they were first hurt, so the good FBI and CIA can throw their abusers in prison. These poor people can get the therapy they need. I believe he should sue his mother and father because they knew what goes on, so it's a wonder their daughter was cutting herself and her son, both the daughter and son, severely depressed. Good thing the son left home. These people are all so sick, like scary sick. Why is this happening in the open and nothing is stopping it? Personally, I feel bad for Jaden because he's been through a lot, and I'm glad he has a friend like Justin Bieber who's also been in the industry as a child and knows what it's like. But now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Will and Jada sending Jaden off to live with Diddy? Since they were close friends with Diddy, do you think they knew what was going on with him? Let me know in the comments, and make sure you like the video and subscribe so you can catch the next one.